Okay, 2.4 slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. We are doing notes on both things. Today you were doing one specific thing. Tomorrow you're doing others. You have a math Excel to go for tomorrow on the other part. I don't really care for the book things, so we're doing this. Okay, I put my sheet away. The slope. What is slope? What is it?
Y equals mx.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I just said that.
How about, is it rise over run?
Yes.
Okay. It is also the change in the y's. That's what that symbol is, a delta. It's a triangle. Over the changes in the x's. But what is the slope equation? Don't tell me y equals mx plus b, because that is not. How do I calculate slope?
Rise over run.
Yes. How about y2 minus y1
Oh, yeah.
over x2 minus x1?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the slope equation.
I wonder if I forgot about that.
Okay, so two non-vertical lines are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal. What does equal mean? They're what? The same. Any two vertical lines are parallel. Okay, what does parallel mean?
Same.
What? What do you mean?
Never.
They never intersect. So their slopes would have to be the same for them to never intersect, wouldn't they? So what this means, this if and only if, it says if they're parallel, their slopes are equal. If their slopes are equal, then they are what? Parallel. It's just back and forth. It's the same thing. So are K and N parallel? So in order to tell if they're parallel, I have to find their what?
Angles.
About their slopes.
Their slopes, yeah.
We just said their slopes are equal, so I have to find their slopes. So K is this one. We got to find 2 points. I would look on your piece of paper, not up here, because it will be easier to find 2 good points on K. Can somebody give me one?
2, -3.
2, -3. That looks good to me. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So
And another one would be
2, -3.
-2, +2.
-2, +2. Does that look good to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
These lines are like.
So we're talking about K. I guess I should have put K there, huh? So the slope equals 2 minus a -3 over -2 minus 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 5 over -4 or -5/4, either one, right? So I now need to find the slope of N. So we need 2 good points on N.
1, 2. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I put it on 1, 2. Do you see the dot?
And then.
And 0, 1 would be for 0, 1 for B for Q.
We could do 4, -2.
Does 4, -2 work?
Yep.
Okay. So find your slope.
Negative 4 over 3. Wait. No, it's 5. Hold on. I think it is.
Okay, you could have gotten negative 4 over 3 or 4 over negative 3. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay, are they parallel? Are they parallel?
No,
Why not?
because they don't have the same slope.
Okay, so what you say, they're not parallel. Semicolon. Negative 5/4 does not equal negative
I don't have them.
4/3. How big did you write?
Not big. What? Oh.
So are M and Q parallel? So I want you to do it on your own. Find 2 points for each. Find your slope and see if they're parallel. M is up at the top and Q is at the bottom. Unless I did. Did you check my work?
Huh?
Unless I did. Did you check my work? Did you guys get no?
I got no.
So I write not parallel.
It is not parallel.
And 1/3 is not equal to 2/5. Now I would have bet money that one of those sets would have been parallel, right? Earlier today I was like, did I do something wrong? But nope, they're both not parallel. Did you calculate your slopes right?
Probably not.
Well, it's right there on the board. Did you get 1/3 and 2/5?
No.
What'd you do different?
I don't even know neither of them look the same.
Okay, you could have taken 3 minus 4 over negative 4 plus 1. You could have done that. Did you do that?
I had like 3 minus something.
Did you put your X's on top?
I messed up the whole thing, so.
Did you use different points?
I don't know, I got 2 this
I
though.
had 3 minus something.
You did get 2/5?
I think I'm giving it back because I think I'm putting these on top.
Okay,
I have a question.
what?
Hold on. Why do you have your X first? Yeah, Sam. Mine second. No, wait. Hold on.
I don't have my, what do you mean?
You have Y1 first instead of Y2.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter as long as this, it doesn't matter as long as this is 1 point and that is another point.
Okay.
I tend to switch it back and forth to show you guys it doesn't matter. Okay, other questions? The reason why they do the formula 2 minus 1 is when we find the difference between things, we always take the biggest minus the smallest, but so the second minus the first, but it doesn't matter which one. Okay, so linear equation in slope intercept form is y equals what? Now you can tell me why.
X plus B.
Now you can tell me.
Or to say.
I know, because every time I say slope, you guys say mx plus b, and I say nope, right? So an equation of a line, bless you, and slope intercept form is y equals mx plus b. What is m? Slope,
Oh yeah.
hence the name, slope intercept form,
And B is the.
y intercept.
You know how long it's been this week?
Not that long.
Over a year.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so when I ask you to write an equation in slope-intercept form, I'm asking it for y equals mx plus b. Can I write it y equals b plus mx?
No,
Why not?
because that's not right. You can't.
Can I?
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, you're not changing them. Yeah, but you do the whole thing
Okay.
backwards.
The reason, well, not if you always go for the coefficient. When I would get, if I got something that y equals negative 7x, that is a horrible 7. 7x plus 6, I personally would write it as y minus 7x. Now, the reason I do that is I don't forget about my negative if I do that. Do you always need to remember that m is the coefficient of x, right? So if you just remember that the slope is the coefficient of x, does it matter either way I write that? No. Okay, so we've got 2 problems here.
Wait, where are you at? Oh.
Yours should be up and down.
Yeah, I see
Yes.
it now.
I wanted it all in one. Okay, so what is the equation of the line that is parallel to this line and goes through 4, 1? So what do we know about parallel lines? They have the same what? Slope. So what is the slope of this line? We're going to call it m sub 1. Is what?
1/2.
1/2. So if I want a slope of the parallel line, the slope is also going to be what?
1/2.
1/2. So my new slope is 1/2. And I need to go through the point, what? 4, 1.
And now we're trying to find the parallel.
So we needed to write equation with these 2 things. So we have y equals mx plus b. We don't have the y-intercept, do we? But I have m. Do I have an x?
Yeah.
Do I have a y? If I have m, x, and y, can I solve for b? Yes? So what is y? 1 equals, what is my m? 1/2. What is my x? 4 plus b. So what's half of 4? 2. So minus 2, and b is what?
-1.
Negative 1. So now I have a b and I have a slope. Can I write my y equals mx plus b?
Yes.
So y equals, what's the slope?
1/2.
X, and b is
minus 1.
-1. This is what your worksheet is all on
That was
today.
really easy. Yeah, that was easy.
Okay. So what is the equation of the line that's parallel to the given line K passing through point T? So here's my equation. What is my slope of the given equation?
-3.
-3. What is my slope going to be in my new equation?
-3.
-3. So I have a slope and a point. So plug it in and you try to find B on your own. It's right there in front of you. It's right here.
Why did I write
Okay, did you get y equals -3x plus 10?
that? Yes.
Okay. So we're going to add perpendicular, but this is your assignment is doing this. Writing parallel and perpendicular lines. That's what you're going to do. Okay, ready to go on to perpendicular? Okay, two non-vertical lines are perpendicular. If and only if the product of their slopes is -1. What does product mean?
Do you like? Oh wait, the multiple.
Right, you multiply the two slopes and your product is -1. Meaning that the slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. So a negative reciprocal. So if I have -4/5, what would be the negative reciprocal of -4/5?
5/4.
5/4. If I multiplied these two, the 5s would reduce, the 4s would reduce, and I'd be left with what?
Nothing.
-1. They all reduce to 1, so not nothing. Right?
Yep.
What is I got 2. What is the negative reciprocal to 2?
1/2.
-1/2.
Why is it? Okay, so when you switch it, you automatically change it from a positive or.
Well, that's this negative part of it.
What do you mean?
That's
Oh, okay.
that's the negative part of it. Okay, so then the 2s would reduce to 1, and I'm left with what? -1. See how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, a vertical and a vertical line and a horizontal line are perpendicular. Now, I do want to let you know that the slope of a vertical line, well, let's talk about this. Slope is rise over 1, correct? So when I run, like my y is 0 here. The change in y is 0, yes? So this is 0 over infinity. Well, that would still be 0, wouldn't it? Okay. This, though, is infinity over 0. Can I divide by 0? No. So my slope here would be undefined. Correct? Now, if I multiply something that's undefined by anything, it's undefined. So when we have a vertical line and a horizontal line, their product isn't -1. Does that make sense? You can't check their products that way, but every other line you can. Got it? Can I go on?
Yeah. Is that something we needed to have?
It's on your,
Like, do we have to write it?
no, it's right there. There's pictures right there.
No, I'm just talking about the undefined thing.
Oh, no, you should just know that. Okay, so is J and K perpendicular? So what do I have to find? The slope.
We're even on it.
So do we find the points? in
So, yep. Okay, K is this one right here.
Oh, just
there? Negative 3, 2.
So I see -3, 2. Is that a good one?
Yes, and then it'd be,
Oh, and then 0, 4.
yeah. 0, yeah.
So K, we're going to use 0, 4, and -3, 2. Okay, what about for J? So we can do this all at one time. So J is down here, right?
J could be -1.
How about 3, -1?
Yes. And then 1, 2.
1, 2. Which one were you trying to get out, Addie?
The one that you just flipped.
Okay. You had 3. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, 1. So find your slope. Oh, -1. Find your slope on both of those.
There's like no workspace.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do I have to have the 1, 2 first, or is it, like you said, doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Did you get 2/3 and -3/2?
Yes.
So are they perpendicular?
Yes.
Okay, so we got to prove it. So we're saying they're perpendicular, so what has to happen when I multiply their slopes? Has to be equal -1, right? Well, the 2's reduce, the 3's reduce, and I'm left with
-1.
-1. Remember that this sign right here, the upside down T, is perpendicular?
Yep.
Okay, so H and I, what am I going to do again? Find the slope. Guess what you're going to do a lot.
Find the slope.
Is 1 -3 good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
-1. -1.
-1, -1?
-1, -2.
I don't think so.
However you say this one.
I think you're talking about this one right here, and that's not right on the dot.
Yeah, I see that.
Let's find a better one. Can I use, well,
You could use
There's like no
3
ones.
and, well, -3 and 1.
-2, 1 is close.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's not right on.
The other one. So then would it just be no?
What about, can we use this one down here? Can I use 4, -5? Is it going to hit there?
Yeah. How do you know though?
I think so. It looks better than any other thing, doesn't it?
That one.
Okay, and then, so what did we have for H? We have 1,
-5.
wait, 1 -3, and 4 -5.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about L? What about 3, 2? Does that work?
Okay, that's freaking big.
And I think we can use, don't they share this point? 1, negative 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, 2. And 1, negative 3.
Yes.
Okay, so we gotta find the slopes. Are they perpendicular?
No.
Nope. But we got to prove it. So I got to take negative 2/3 times 5 halves. Well, the 2's would reduce, wouldn't they? But you get negative 5/3. Is that equal to negative 1?
This part's confusing me.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is it 2 X's?
No, they were 2's. I crossed them out. What? So what, Kale? Those were, I think that you're seeing the 2's that I reduced out. Okay. So if they are, you prove that they are. If they're not, you prove that they're not. Is it pretty easy to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this one says M and K. Do we already have the slope for K?
Yes.
Yes. So that slope was
Is 2/3.
2/3. So all I have to do is find M. So I need a good point for M. How about negative 1, 1? Or 1, negative 1? And what?
Hold on.
0, 3? Are those good? Look on your paper. They look good on mine.
Yes.
I hate how they're doing the M of M. That's really frustrating. Okay, 0, 3. And we had 1, negative 1.
Yep.
So 3 plus 1 over 0 minus 1. I get 4 over negative 1. So I get 4. Do you get 4?
Yeah.
So are they perpendicular?
No.
No. So I have 2/3, and that's, oh, that should be negative 4, shouldn't it? Negative 4 over 1. Does anything reduce? So negative 8 over 3 is not equal to what? Negative 1. Now, this kind of stuff is what we're doing tomorrow on Math Excel. They're writing the equations of the line of what we're doing today. So we got to do, just like we did the parallel, we're going
Is
to do...
any of this gonna be on the worksheet?
Nope, this stuff. This stuff is. Okay, what is the equation of the line? Did I go too fast?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. Sorry.
I have to rewrite it.
No, don't. Oh, there it goes. I can go back to the last one without rewriting it. We just have 2 more examples, right?
Yes.
See, I was trying to give you lots of room for those, and I think I gave you too much for those and not enough for the
I
other.
definitely did. Yeah, you definitely did.
It happens. You can write off the paper on this side.
I'm tired.
You good on them? Okay, everyone else good? Sarah?
No.
High school volleyball.
Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing we did with parallel, but we're going to do it with perpendicular. So we're going to identify the slope. It says a perpendicular line through this. Okay, so what is my slope?
1/2.
Okay, so my slope is 1/2.
They are not dismissed. I was on Tuesday, and today's only Monday, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay,
High school volleyball players should be in class.
okay, so what is my new slope going to be?
1/2.
No, we're doing perpendicular,
Oh.
not parallel.
Oh,
You have to have
-2.
-2. So, once I know my slope and my point, I just plug it into y equals mx plus b. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's y?
1.
1. What's
equals
m?
-2 parentheses 4.
And then plus b.
Yes, and then solve for b.
So 1 minus -8 plus b.
-7.
How about positive 9?
Why did I just do that?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about the negative on the 2.
So I have my b and I have my slope. So my equation is y equals
Y equals -2x plus 9.
You definitely give us way too much room for this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll just quit giving you note sheets. How about that? Okay, so perpendicular. When you get these problems, you need to look for perpendicular or parallel, right? So perpendicular, you know your slopes are negative reciprocals. So what is my starting slope?
It'll be, well, you had 3/4 first.
So my starting slope is 3/4. My new slope is
-4/3.
-4/3. So now I use this stuff right here, and that other stuff I don't do anything else with. So what's y? Oh, you do it on your own.
I don't do fractions. That's all I'm doing.
Who does? I'm confused.
What?
I don't know what to do with fractions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
have
got
to
it.
multiply the fraction on. Why do you put a 4 over it?
Because 3 goes into 12 4 times.
Okay.
Oh. So do you add the 2 or the 6? Okay, 16. Bad.
16 plus 2 is 18.
Why did you do
Hang on. Just to solve it normally.
Because -4 times 4.
I just went sideways. I just did this. 4/3 times 12/1. And then I got that and then I reduced.
Yeah, you can do -48 divided by 3 is 16. It's the same thing.
Yeah, so that would equal 16.
Guys have to work with fractions.
I hate that.
Have to. It doesn't matter whether you like to or not. They don't go away. They just get more often.
I work with fractions. I don't even think they're my
Okay.
Shut up, you math wizard.
So, -4/3 x plus 18. Okay, so your assignment today is a worksheet.